I want the market to go up until Monday, then it can do whatever the hell it wants. Because we could possibly have some more downside coming immediately. So what do you want to do? You want to go to the distribution. Now, if you're on the weekly, I mean, this is the 95.4% range for both of these projections that came together right here. Boy, right where they came together, those candles, I mean, all these candles closed above them, right? Here's where, if you do not understand what we do here, trading's all about probabilities, right? So the reason why these candles close up here, and now is a great place for a bottom. A great place for a bottom. It really is. Does it have to be? No, but it is a great place. The probabilities are dictating that that was the bottom. And highly likely for the returns to mean revert. Right? And it's all coming together right here, right at the end of the second quarter of this year. Right? These next few weeks here. It's all coming together right there, right around 41, 42K. If the returns are mean reverting, price action is going to follow. Go over here real quick. And this in the log return z-score on the weekly is pretty damn low. And like I said the other day, the low length Fisher's already turned up pretty strong. Not a lot of price action involved, but you got to realize what's the Fisher is just turning that into a normal distribution. So that's what you're looking at, right? And you can see, look at the returns oscillator. Is the Fisher making sense now? Kinda. Let's see here. I'll be watching this. You see all these turn up, it's definitely a very, very high probability that we hit a bottom. We're struggling with this Gaussian mean right now. We had a couple wicks right up into it. Right? Not digging it. Got to close the weekly above that. This volatility is pretty low on the higher length. Which when you're this high on the weekly, you probably should have it on. But this is why I like to see the beginning of a move is starting. Does it stay significantly positively correlated while this is expanding, while this volatility percentile is expanding? If it does, this is going to be about a 10K move to the top side, at least. And that's only a 1 SD. You know, the 1 SD is about 1.5K below 40. So we'll see what happens here. And it could even get more intense. You get a trend like this, right? You get a trend like this, we're moving. We're having a massive move to the top side, new all-time highs. I've been talking about this, right? This right here was, I mean, you can see, started losing trend, right? As soon as you start, this thing is so powerful to take profit. Just pretend like this is even a 1 minute chart. Doesn't matter what time frame. I'm just making a point. When you trend like this, it's a massive move. Since that time, right? Since the first all-time high, what was it? 65 or 7? 65. 65K. And then we had that first profit taking episode there, big time, right? Yeah, and me too. I took profit. Let's see. Needed to. Holding on Bitcoin for a long time. Random ever since until just lately, right? Until just lately. And a majority of that dump was random. That's why. I mean, this has got all the earmarks of this thing busting ass to the top side. Really does. This is what makes all this so powerful. People in traditional TA right now, you literally are guessing. You're guessing. I'm sure all your shit's oversold and you're like, oh, calling bottoms that way. It's like, I'm sitting here right now telling you this thing could go to 20K just as easy as it could go to 40K. Bitcoin's a monster. It'll take probabilities like this. It'll take that 4.6% probability and run it to the 99.7% Laplace distribution range. And then historically, good luck. You're done. That price is not going any farther. That's why we use Laplace distribution for those very violent, volatile moves. But look down here. Guys, I'm telling you, man, these are freak show numbers, right? I'll be selling anything not nailed down to buy Bitcoin. We can get Bitcoin back down here under 20K. It's just not going to happen now. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. It's not going to happen. If it does, hey, I'll just stick to NFTs. Just kidding. But, I mean, all that being said, you just got to trust the probabilities, right? And I just did a podcast earlier today, and it was great because he's a full-time trader. So we got along great. Yeah, we talked about the same stuff, right? If you are successful, you're following a plan. That's all I ask. I don't give a shit how you trade. Don't be a fucking degenerate, right? Everybody wants to be a professional trader. I got newsflash for all you gamblers. You're not professional traders. You're degens. Gotta take this shit serious because you will get wrecked. Have a plan, stick to it. Don't be emotionally attached to your trade. Take your profit, limit your loss, right? Understand how the market really works. Stop using lagging indicators, for crying out loud. All right. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, it's all about probabilities. Probabilities. Everything you see here, right? That's all this is. I know it looks confusing. It's not. It's not. It's giving you actionable intel too. Actionable intel. And we've had another indicator just floating around. Van's like, holy shit, man. Just never stops. Him and Donnie. It's incredible. I see those guys start talking and I'm just like, I feel dumb. Because I just fly the stealth fighter. I got no clue how to build it. But they know they can hand things over to us, right? And we can and we can start working with the tools they give us. And between these engineers creating them and then the pilots flying, we get it hammered out and get it delivered to the alpha traders. That's what we've got several indicators we're still working on. Obviously the reverse mean being one of them. It's ready, but yeah, we're just being careful with it. Let's see. Ranted myself out. Yeah, I'm watching this weekly. I want to see. And when the entropy percentile starts to expand, that's what's great about this indicator. People are missing, right? The entropy went into trend. Entropy percentile, everything about it was giving you direction. Both these indicators are who would have known? There's still dickheads out there arguing that these indicators aren't directional. It's like, you know what? Go do whatever you do, goofass. Goofasses, plural. Because you have no idea what you're talking about. So entropy percentile will expand all the way, right, with trend, but you get nice expansions. right? When entropy is in a state of randomness. This indicator right here, this is the hardest. This is when this indicator is hard, right? It's not giving me the actionable intel that I'm really looking for. I'm looking for trend. Now, this is a weekly. 1 minute, it's ridiculous. Why don't I go down there? I'm looking for trend, right? I'm looking for the trends. I'm not looking for any of this randomness. And if you're talking about a 1 minute chart, is it coming clear now? You fucking know how many trades there are in a day when you understand. And it's not about just reading the volatility and the entropy. You got to be able to rock your exchange. Where are you trading? Are you even able to work at the speeds that are necessary to trade on a 1 minute time frame? People think that this stuff is just easy. They're going to go in here and they're going to make trades on a 1 minute. And I don't think they realize how fast things are happening. At lightning speed. You have really got to be efficient on the keyboard, understanding your exchange, right? Understanding the charts, everything you're looking at. You need to have your workstation set up so your eyes don't have to travel that much, right? You want to be able to recognize what's going on in the markets when you're trading those low time frames. Anybody can go down there. But I'm telling you right now, when you're on the 1 minute chart trading, you're the 5 minute chart trading, even to some extent the 15-minute chart, you're in the Shark Tank with the algos, right? Your purpose, just like those algos, you're swimming around. There is a shitload of exit liquidity all over the place that you can just gobble on. That's why you have to take profit. Because these people have no clue what's going on in the market. They're not getting out of their positions, right? When you're taking your profit because you know the move is over for that time, somebody is buying that position, right? It's like that's what's great about trading like this. There is an endless supply of liquidity to take profit on, especially Bitcoin. You know, the blue chip cryptos. Trade where there's liquidity, right? But then what happens? You get YouTube Jimmy poisoning the minds of young traders and on-ramping them onto leveraged exchanges. A bunch of scam artists with a smile on their face, acting like they care about their community. These guys don't give a shit about their communities. They're all fake. They're all fake, man. People are like, well, why do you say that? Because they're leading them into slaughter. Right? Why the hell are these young traders being on-ramped onto leveraged exchanges? It'd be different if we were talking about Forex. That's normal. Forex moves like molasses. I showed examples last week where Bitcoin will have a move in one 15-minute candle that Forex takes 6 weeks percentage-wise. And then you've got YouTube Jimmy telling these young traders to use leverage. You don't use leverage in volatile markets. You don't need it. See, this is the point. People will say they understand the markets. Oh, yeah, I know what volatility is. No, they don't. They don't know what volatility is. That's what the fucking problem. You do not need leverage with volatile markets. Holy crap. Think about it, right? I mean, let me pull up this 1 minute here. I'm going to show you an intraday trading where I would be at. This would be my day. Where are you, vertical? There you are. Right? Till now. This is a 1 minute chart. Oh, wait. Yeah. So this is a 1 minute chart. Why in the hell are you using leverage? Look at all the trends in here. Look at all look at all these trades, right? And when you get real good, you can trade the random events. It's not as hard as it seems. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely crazy, right? I'm trading till close. That's how I do it. You know, when I go into intraday trading, I'm on the clock when the traditional markets, when that opening bell rings, I'm trading crypto. Why? Well, because all the markets are correlated. I'm looking at SPY pre-market. I'm trying to get a real read on all these markets. And then I am trading to the crypto close. Just think about it. It's literally what, 11-hour, 10.5 hour day. Tons of trades, man. Tons of trades. You don't need leverage. Period. The end. But they're being misled. And this is a massive problem in this industry. There's no doubt about it. And then there's us. We just want to help. That's all. But we could care less because look, we're going to take advantage of you. Not on purpose. You just happen to be part of the liquidity, man. Right? So think about that. And if you can figure it out, we're here. We're here to help. But you'll never hear me trying to shill you anything.
Click my affiliate link.
Yeah.
Click my affiliate link.
Yeah, or like, hey,
yeah. Well, listen, I can assure you, if Bilbo had an affiliate link to the Catalina Whales, he'd be shilling it.
Yeah, I can't even bring myself to freaking shill anything, to be honest. It's just not that didn't sit right for me. I like let people make their own decision.
You can have as many free bonus dollars if you just click my links.
Yes. For every whale you buy, you get a free 10-pound bag of krill. Send it to you on dry ice. Crazy.
And then just swing trade a 10x trade. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
If you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, this is what's crazy on. I mean, look at the volatility. Look at the volatility. People, man, they're just using leverage. They don't even understand it. And the
literally been saying all week, like this is going to be a wacky week full of wonderful fake outs, and it sure has been.
And you know what makes me sick? Because they're all like in cahoots and shit. Is like some of the big influencers in crypto that just get a lot of fucking microphone time, right? Video time. Everybody's always talking about them. None of those people, they're not talking about any of this. And it drives me crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, man, it's literally you're just robbing people blind. The things that influencers are doing to retail traders, and it's insane anyway. Disgusting individuals. Want nothing to do with any of them. That's why you never catch me at no crypto conference or, NFTs a little different. I'm involved with a project might have heard of. It's the Catalina whale mixer.
Flash.
It's going to be a massive party though. So yeah, did a podcast today. Actually, I'll post it in here when we get it. We had a great conversation about trading. Yeah, MJ, that was a great sale, right? 400 sold. That was a dude that podcasted me, that interviewed me today. James Rosenthal. What's his Discord name is, and he's totally doxxed. We were talking about before the interview. He's like, I just don't get it, man. People are a riot. He goes, I don't care. I was like, fuck yeah, man. I don't care if people see me or know my name, right? I told him, I said, man, call me Scott. You don't have to call me Bilbo. His introduction was funny. He's a good guy. I had a great time chatting. Yeah, I will, man. He said tomorrow about noon he'll have it all edited. It was a great podcast. You know me, and I told him before, I was like, hey man, I was like, I've been called the chatterbox of my generation, so you might literally have to fucking reel me in. Keep me on a short leash if you don't want this thing going over an hour. Mm-hmm. Get some water. So that was funny. I think it was about an hour. Close to it anyway. It was good though. We talked about a lot of stuff. Talked about a lot of stuff. Obviously, I got into all the shady shit going on in NFTs and fucking just the markets in general. Horrible. People getting scammed left and right. Scammed left and right.
This is a great time to remind people that alpha trading tools don't scam people at all. They just show you the math.
Yeah.
Yeah. They show you the actual information that's relevant as a trader.
Yep. Exactly. And I always like to post this GIF, just to let everybody know. It's like, I mean well. I mean well. Just, yeah. Gotta study. Gotta study.
Man, people not in the live stream watching it. If you miss stuff, you should join.
They're gonna be like, "Oh no, what was up with Bilbo?" Tough love, man. Tough love.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of tough love, so
Yeah.
definitely give it. Definitely give it. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Well, I tell you what, jump into NFT land for a while and deal with these people. Not all of them. Not all of them, but there's it's
there's some special talents in the world.
Just makes you realize that it's like how misinformed and lost, and how I'm starting to see the participation trophy generation fucking unravel. They want and is what people do from them and enable this younger generation. They nerf the corners on everything. They want, especially trading. I've jumped a few people in several chats when they're just like, they're trying to be like, well, I want to do this, that, and the other, and I don't like the way this mint's being ran, or the way this exchange does this, and I'm trying to get my friend into trading, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? This isn't a game, dude. This isn't a fucking happy little checkers game. This is cutthroat. It always will be. But you got these people coming into trading that have this warped fucking idea in society where everything is equal. No, that's just not how it works. You got to work hard in this world. You got to grab this world by the nuts, right? And run with it, or you're just going to get trampled. And so you've got this younger generation that thinks that everything should be equal. So they get in trading and they're like, this isn't fair. This isn't fair. I'm like, what's not fair? You went at 75x long on a freaking trade and got liquidated in 5 minutes? What's not fair? You are being so misinformed. I don't know if you thought this was what you thought this was. This is 4D chess. You're dealing with billion-dollar companies that are trading against you. Holy shit, man. You're messing around with very expensive algorithms. And if you're trying to swing trade, massive volatility, look what Bitcoin's been doing lately. If you're using any leverage at all, you're just getting wrecked one time after another, because you're just trying to get into a position so in like 4 months from now, when Bitcoin's at 100,000 or whatever, you can say, look at my entry. I got in at 30K, right? Instead of looking at the low time frames and being like, yeah, goofball, how much did you make? Look at this chart. How much you think you would have made trading this volatility? Trading all the peaks and valleys, trading everything intraday, right? Oh, goodness. Crazy. God, I ran a lot. I've been told. Let's turn that off. So it's a beauty. Yeah, let me get on this UPM. I want to go. Whoops. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, we're just hanging on to this 9 right now.
Yeah, man. Greed is the profit killer.
Yeah.
All that leverage people lay on themselves are like, I'm going to get the perfect entry and hold on. Like, yeah, dude, that doesn't happen. Like, you want to outperform the market, outperform it. Don't just sit on it and try to run with it.
Like, this is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
This right here. This, let me turn the dead bands off. Let's bring this in.
Man.
I even need to, hold on now.
That's a lot of longs.
Right?
Man. That's quite something.
Just want to see that day, July 21st. Let me boink.
I mean, and you can see what happens in both those cases with entropy, right? It just collapses.
Oh, yeah.
It just collapses.
Yeah, I'll do the
correlation and the actual entropy itself. Like, and look where it is right now. Look where the entropy is literally right now.
Oh, yeah.
What's it doing? It's collapsing.
I mean,
just saying, there's likely a move coming.
I'll tell you what, man. They do some mad. They run this thing to. I'll tell you what. If they were to run this to under 20K, there would be mass bloodshed.
Yeah, then you could say there's significant pain.
These longs would just get wrecked. But they've been building.
Yeah.
It's like they're just not with all these dumps. Like went back up to 48. Look where we're at again. They're not disappearing. They've just been continually piling on. I mean, I see a massive move coming to the top side, but those people are playing with fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. Not interested. No thanks. Crazy. Are we above on the 12? Probably not. Trying to get above this reverse wave trend. It'd be nice for this wave trend to cross up the Fisher. 4 hour, we're dicking around the 2. Come on. Yeah, I mean, we keep shooting up above it. Man, it just gets driven back down every time.
Mm-hmm.
But look how tight the power mean band is.
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look at the 3 log return moving averages. They're just hanging out right above the reverse wave trend all together. Yeah, shit is tight.
For sure.
Shit is tight. I'm surprised this volatility's not lower, to be honest. I mean, the entropy percentile sure just crushed. The variance is low. Variance is ready for a move.
Mm-hmm.
There's no div. The div is bull div on the 4 hour. With the lower low, higher low. See if we can get a move. Correlation starting to build too for a good move.
Hey, Bilbo, I think Donnie asked you what length you're using for the low Fisher.
Where do you ask me? Oh, okay.
Stream chat.
Yeah, I just see it. Yeah, Donnie. 3, my friend. I'm pretty sure it's 3/9/21/33. Yeah, 3 no smooth. 9/21/33. Yep. Good stuff.
You want to see what is it? Say on it. The daily RLR. You mean RMLR? Yeah, RMLR.
Surely. Oh yeah, I took it off that one.
There you go.
And boom. We turn off all the goodness. UPB2, that's it. Yeah, I mean, it's low. It is low. We know what happens. I mean, at some point, right? Returns are going to mean revert. That doesn't mean this doesn't mean price action has to come down here right now. We'll see what happens. But some of the low spots of the RLMR are down around 2022. Yeah. Yep, for sure. And you can see what happens here. I'm sure there's a dickhead watching this video out there somewhere that's just going, these guys don't know what they're doing. But anyway, you can see how past price action does predict the future mean of log returns.
Well, specifically the direction of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is just amazing.
Yeah, kind of blew our minds at first. Wasn't even what we were supposed to be even seeing in the indicator.
Yeah.
But pretty much around the same time, a few of us were like, hey man, so what's happening here? Did you mean this to do this? What's this indicator even for?
Yeah.
That would be you guys aren't even using it for what it's for. You're laughing.
How come I can draw a squiggly line and look into the future? I mean, that doesn't seem right, but it works.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just does. It just does.
The math is strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And here's another thing too. Yeah, because that was the 48K high. So if you throw, let's see here. Let me turn that off now. Now I want to play. We all know I love to play with the PBs. The PBs.
PBs. We gotta have one called J, so you got PB and J.
Yeah. This is the first stop. We got to get up here, close the damn daily candle back up in this range. I mean, it's rejecting off the bottom side of this 95.4 right here. Could even, I just wanted to see what it looked like from the high, but in all reality, I would probably not even be, this is where I'd have it. 36. Yep, there we go. That's what we're talking about, right? Price action gets down around that 99.7% Laplace distribution range. Chances are, when you go down and hit this range, price action is going to go sideways. Or you're going to immediately get a nice bounce to go back up and test these other ranges. But this is what usually happens. You can see it on a low time frame all the day. When you get like a big 15-minute move, throw a projection on it and just watch price action just go sideways right back up into the distribution, into these lower percentages. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's very normal to see like price, bounce up halfway and then glide along for a while. It can bounce up, at an angle or kind of flat. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because if you throw
all the time, and it goes and same to the other side. Absolutely.
See, look at normal. You get normal distribution. You get the daily candle's closing outside of the third standard deviation, which is a 99.7% range. But, you know, and a real smart man I know said, hey, what about Laplace distribution? It's like, what the fuck is Laplace distribution? Sir, there we go. It can handle those volatile assets.
Look at that.
And this is a 99.7% range. It's just a different distribution model. That's all it is. It's a tighter first standard deviation and a way wider tail. Whoa. Tails are just whoop out the door, man. It's pretty cool looking at the two distributions side by side, but you can see this is why we do what we do. And then you can take these projections back to all these moves, right? I don't even have to tell people that know that these things, that there's a reason why these turn around, and we could play with it and even see. But usually most of these freaking moves like this, let's see, let's start on this one first. Yeah. I don't know, man. You had all this action going on in here. But I'm on a daily, right? So I'm just trying to, this is so much easier when on a super low time frame. It's more distinct. I'll start right here. That's easy. 114. And even comes back up. Test the mean. Goes up. Ooh, that was a nice little move.
Look, even the current low, you know, the spike down, like the 25K dump, right? Like even that was contained by the second deviation because that spike, you know, bounced right back up. But again, these are probabilities, right? So, like, you know, yeah, if it has a 95.4% chance of being contained by a second standard deviation, it doesn't mean that that candle is going to be, you know, higher or lower, or whatever, you know, on the probability, because it's a probability. Like Bilbo said, this is such an extremely volatile asset. You can easily have, as you can see here on the chart, things, you know, go past the normal standard deviation or even past the second one, hang out there for a while. Like it happens, and because it beats the probabilities, and then it shoots back in or whatever. You know, it's it's normal. It's Bitcoin. It's normal.
There's a perfect 99.7 push, and then right back to the mean of the projection.
And this is why you don't swing trade this asset. I mean, look at that thing. That's just crazy. Like, why would you give up so much trading? Unless you're not actively trading, in which case, fine, you're not a trader. But if you are a trader, why would you not want to be in and out of those trades constantly? Look at all that action. It's crazy how far it goes across the distribution bands there. That's a lot of money up and down. That's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. It's a daily. Kidding me?
Yeah.
And this one just nailed the 95.4, ran right up to the top side of 68.3, plunged right back down to the 95.4. That interesting. Yeah. That's why people just don't, meanwhile, they're drawing trend lines and shit.
Yeah, and every day they're saying the opposite thing. Today it's gonna long. We found the bottom. We found the top. We found the bottom. We found the top. Like, you know, it's just remarkable.
So then, you know, we show so many of examples.
Yeah.
How the probabilities are king, and then so then I see two different distributions. And we're at a 95.4% level. It's like, hey, man, I'm calling bottom probability wise.
Right. Absolutely.
Did you get it, buddy? You get it out?
See that? See those malls right there, overlapping and intersecting right there. I mean,
it's
powerful.
Doesn't
really get much more clear than that.
It's like a magnet too, man. Right when they start, woo, price just sucked right to it.
Yeah.
Just hovering right there. And this is what, if you don't understand this, I mean, what the hell are you doing? You got to understand where the BTC or any assets data set is within inside the distribution of returns, or you're fucked. in our opinion. I mean, what do you do? There's a reason why you see people all the time buying tops and selling bottoms. We don't do that. We don't do that. Right? Not at all. Like even from that 48K high. Do you know how many people are just still sitting in shorts? What are you even doing? It's like, no, people just don't take their profits, which is crazy as shit. What are you doing? They'd rather be able to go into some dumb Discord and show their thousands of percent of move.
Right.
Be like, oh, I had an edge. What's your edge? Just get in a position and never take profit, you goof ass?
Meanwhile, while they're showing it and talking about it, the thing turns around on them.
Right.
And eats half their profit.
Right. Got a returns-based oscillator here, which I'm working with right now. We've had it for a while. It's just we got the 8,000 indicators and just
a lot of tools to test.
Yeah. And it literally measures the close. It measures the distance between the close and the RMLR.
Yeah.
That's what it's doing. Man, it's good for div too, boy. I'll tell you that right now. Me and MJ were checking this baby out.
Yeah, it's really good for div.
Pretty good for divergence.
And it's also really good for overall big market cycle, like watching, like instantly good. The right settings. It's really good. You can see the whole market cycle on the daily candle, daily time frame.
Yep.
To put the length on the right length. It's crazy. I mean, to the candle, like it nails tops and bottoms like crazy.
Yeah, I like the daily right now. The build on the daily.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. That is fun.
We know this asset will move.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That whole time, right? We're getting all these lower lows. I mean, the RBO's just la-di-da-di, la-di-da-di. Now we're starting to get some pops.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get the hell out of this range, man. I'm telling you. These evil bastards in these exchanges, who God only knows where they want to take this. Michael Saylor's fucking probably sweating.
I heard him recently. He's like, if you're not holding for 4 years, you're not an investor. Yeah, well, you're right.
Madman.
If you're not taking profits early enough, you're not a trader.
Right. Crazy. Is crazy. Now this is MJ's time. He's gonna come forward, talk to everybody about some new hot alts on the market. Some good projects we should be investing in. He just got his financial advisor license. He's ready. Bring it, MJ. Tell us about these new hot alts.
I'm waiting for my series 1000 to be able to talk about it.
Then you two can start shoveling NFTs.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hot alt of the day, Linky. Stinky Linky. Donnie Stinky Linky.
Stinky Link.
Up 6.75%, baby.
Oh, sign up for the airdrop.
Just loving it. Yeah, sign up for your airdrop. Tezos came out of the basement. Look at that. Up 5.5%.
Tezos. Baked goods. I like my Tezos.
When Moon Luna.
When Luna.
Yeah, when's
on.
Wait, we gotta clarify, version 1 or version 2?
Either one is lunacy.
Yeah.
1, 2, or BitConnect? Which one should I take?
I will say the fact that our tools nailed that death spiral to 0 and the resurrection of it is kind of cool. That's I don't know of any other tools that did that. I hear a lot of people saying, I got butt hurt trading Luna or whatever, holding my Luna. Nobody saw it coming. Yeah, we did. We were literally posting about it for days ahead of time saying, this thing's going to die now and at this hour, and it did. So, yeah. I mean, that's kind of remarkable. And by the way, not to scare anyone, but I did see something similar on another chart recently. Another alt that people trade. But hey, I guess I'll just have to find out.
Right.
Yeah. If you're in the general chat, I already posted it. But if you're watching on YouTube, oh wow, guess you're gonna see. Yeah, so many alts in the ridiculous ecosystem that is crypto. I mean, it's awesome. I love that there's thousands of coins, not because there's thousands of crappy projects, but because the more competition you have, the more it means that you're reaching a stage in the market cycle where it's flooding in. And okay, you might have some pullbacks now with liquidity being pulled out or whatever of the market here and there. There's still plenty in. And it's not going to, they're not going to cut it all back to 0. So that's when you'll start seeing big consolidations eventually. And that's always a good sign for a beginning of a new cycle too. So overall, I'm optimistic. What can I say? It's all healthy movement. Even if we have a year or two of recession or whatever, trading wise, that should not affect our ability to pull some amazing scalps, even if the market is going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh boy. All right. I'm going to tear butt up out of here. Probably going to end up taking a nap, to be honest. A long day. Jesus. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. What is today? Thursday? Yeah, nice. Coming Friday.
Friday here. I'm in the future.
You are. You are. Yeah, it's after midnight your time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the future. What's the price of Bitcoin there?
Here, let me show you at the RMLR.
Don't hold out. Don't hold out. Need to come with the freaking future price. And I'll tell you who's even more in the future is old Andy.
That's right.
He's really got the price. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Cool. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. What are you doing later, MJ? You want to talk?
Yeah, I should be around.
I'll hit you up later. All right, guys.
All right, later, boys and girls.
Yep.